Hi, my name is Sarah Sutton. I am a behavioral health educator with Honest Medical Weight Loss, and I'm here today with Tootie, who has been working with us for the last couple of months. We asked her to just give her insights on how she's found the program. So Tootie, thank you. And first off, what makes Honest Medical Weight Loss different? How would you compare your past experiences with weight loss to what Honest delivers?
Well, you come to me, which makes a big difference. Work with my schedule, which makes it much easier for me than having to carve out travel time to a place and so forth. So it's just so much easier. It fits into my lifestyle, very busy lifestyle.
What would you say are the strengths of the program?
Well, the people that I'm working with, it's a one-on-one thing. I'm not in a group. I'm not bunched with a group of people. Every individual is working with me and my individual needs. And so that makes it much more pleasant because, I feel that I'm not comparing myself to anybody. I'm working with somebody who wants to work with me.
Great. So what would you say are some of your greatest breakthroughs or accomplishments so far?
Well, I think it's kind of interesting to learn more about nutrition, which I always thought I knew a lot, but I'm learning a lot of different things, breaking a lot of the long-held habits and beliefs that I had from years and years of doing this. Also learning a lot more about myself and my personal strengths, which I never looked at before, feeling a whole lot better about myself as a person and how I can achieve the goals I want to look for.
Speak a little bit more towards those beliefs that those limiting beliefs that you once had.
Well, I think everybody's got beliefs about themselves, and we're formed by, our life experiences, how we're raised, our morals and values. But a lot of times those things that affect us also have us look at ourselves in a very negative way. And the feeling that I can't do this, I can't succeed, it's all my fault. And those are the kinds of things that I'm learning are not true, and how to turn those off in my mind to stop the negative self-talk so that I can really feel better about myself and keep moving forward as opposed to just rolling back in that circle of things over and over again.
Great. You also talked about your learning more about yourself and bringing out your own strengths. Speak a little bit more to that.
Well, I've done some working with you, we have done some things about looking at, some attributes even and finding those within myself, which was a real eye-opener to me. And it's helped me when things get rough to look at those and say, well, I have this and I have this and I have this, and I know that I could do this or feel good. And it really enables me to stop right there with the negative thing and move forward with a more positive feeling. And so it takes away a lot of sense of failure, which I think people in my position have.
Yeah, and I like to say weight loss and wellness starts and ends in the head. How we're thinking about it that makes or breaks the journey. And I myself, having lost 60 pounds, I certainly know that to be true too. Just a couple more questions. What specifically has been the most valuable lesson or assignment or behavioral health distinction, exercise, that kind of thing, that has really made an impact?
Well, I think the one thing that we did where we did the list of words, the attributes, and one or two of those resonated with me so much that I just now have to look back to those words and say, oh, well, wait a minute, you do this, or this is something that you have, that you offer, that, and it's really made me stop beating myself up quite so much. And it's almost like it gives you an anchor. When things are going really rough, you grab onto those couple of words and say, okay, wait a second, I am worthy, and that has made me really stop and reflect and turn things around where I wasn't able to do that in the past. I think that's been probably the biggest thing that's made a change. And the other thing is learning, and I'm still learning this, that there are no rights and there are no wrongs. in this journey, and that, you know, you don't beat yourself up if things aren't going the way you planned or the way you hoped, that there's always a starting over or a stopping and taking another path, as opposed to saying, I quit, which was my habit in the past.
Exactly. It's about shifting that perspective. And with regard to those attributes, we were looking at how can I define this in a way that does include me, that does bring value and worth. All right, last question. What would you communicate to others who are considering Honest for support and guidance for their weight loss journey?
Well, I think one of the biggest benefits, again, is it's tailor-made to you. You know, you don't have to do everything listed, but the opportunities are there. I enjoy working with all the people that I've met. I really, really like the fact that you're working with me. I think that's real important, because I think a lot of us, me in particular, have a habit of comparing ourselves to others. And if I'm not succeeding as well as somebody else is, and we're in the same journey, for lack of a better word, then I'm more apt to roll back on myself. And it's, this way you're helping me through those things, and what my difficulties are may not be somebody else's. I also like the fact that they're so considerate about my time and my space. I mean, we're a distance from each other, but you're still there for me.
Right. And
I can still see you and feel like I'm sitting next to you. Yep. And I think that's a real important thing. It's that, that it's worked for me with the busy lifestyle that I have.
Right. Great. And just to clarify for those who are viewing, so Tootie and I have been doing telemed video sessions because she lives outside our usual travel distance. Honest typically goes and is in that home environment. And we are now offering telemed sessions. So it makes it very convenient for anybody across the state. So
yeah, it's not any different than sitting next to you.
Yeah, that's true. Good technology. All right. Thank you so much, Tootie. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited to continue seeing where you go on this journey.
Yeah, and I thank you for all your support, and I'll talk to you real soon.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Bye.